What's up? You got your boy DyReck, aka Native Shades, reminding you to like and subscribe. Cause today I'm gonna make a quick video about the Audio Fuse 8. Yes, Arturia released their new Audio Fuse 8. Now you can get 8 pristine inputs and outputs in and out of your audio interface using ADAT. Wow, who would have imagined ADAT makes its return? Fantastic, right? Well, something kind of irks me about this thing. I really think this is a cool idea for them to really bring back ADAT into the forefront, because I thought it was a good system of getting multi-tracks in and out of your audio interface or whatever device you were using. So in that aspect, I think it's cool. Now, what I have a problem with is, I guess you would say, the business model. When I was looking for an ADAT machine, I ended up getting the Alesis HD24, which is, a pretty good ADAT input and output recorder. It's an actual multi-track recorder. I brought the unit, and there's two versions. There's an HD24 and there's an HD24 XR. Now, the XR gives you higher quality, you can say, audio inputs and outputs as far as the ins and outs of the unit. Now, the thing that pissed me off, that I never really seen this before, is the guy literally sold not the inputs and output together as one piece. He actually separated the input and the output. You know what I mean? So he was selling only the outputs. Like on something like this, he would sell only the outputs. Let's say the bottom 2 rows for $400. He would sell that as one part, and then he'd sell the other part as the input, the top row, because people want that input, because you want to get your sound sounding high quality into your machine, of course. So you really want the inputs. He would sell the inputs for $1,200. What happened to the bargains that you would get in the aftermarket space? But that's kind of what I feel Arturia is doing. Because what Arturia is doing with this Audio Fuse 8 ins and outs is they're selling it piece by piece. They're selling the Audio Fuse outputs, analog outputs, for like $349. And then they're selling, again, they're separating it and selling the inputs for another $349. Are you serious? Are you serious? And this is what I don't like. I think this is like this kind of business practice. I think it's like lowbrow. I think you're nickel and diming the consumer. I'm actually surprised by Arturia. Why wouldn't they just sell it a whole together? It doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Because a person can go get an older ADAT unit and get both ins and outs together. So what is the big attraction for me buying this unit? Unless your sound was just out of this world. And, I heard the sound and it's good, but it's not out of this world. So why would I do that? I mean, people will still do it. Everybody, if you got something for sale, people will buy it. But I just don't agree with that. I think they should have, I would have liked for them to just sell it as one. Just sell, the inputs and outputs together. I mean, for you separating them, is that where we're going with this music production space? Is that where we're going, where we're going to, companies are going to start selling pieces by pieces, where it's like, okay, we'll sell you the keyboard, but now if you want the keys, that's going to cost you an extra $400. You know what I mean? Are we doing that? Like, come on. So that's the only thing about it. Other than that, I like the fact that they're incorporating ADAT back into their gear. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that they're incorporating it. But this business model of kind of like, selling the inputs for one price, the outputs for another price, separating it, I think that's just I don't know, it's a little too much. But what's your opinion? Are you okay with this kind of business model? Do you like that? Or do you have an issue with it? Or, could you care less? You know what I mean? Let me know in the comments section. So this is your boy DyReck, aka Native Shades, talking about the Arturia Audio Fuse X8 and reminding you to like and subscribe. And I'm signing off.